what have you been doing now? What's the little things that you do every day that like many people might not even know? What's like the small things that you? What's your everyday like?
Yeah, I mean, just doing myself, right? I was really focusing on my own journey, putting myself on a good position, instead of, comparing myself to other people's journey. And yeah, I mean, a lot of self-reflection, man. Like, just knowing all the decisions I made has led me to this very point right now. So making the most out of it, staying present. And trying to be comfortable with myself, if that makes sense. So, yeah, just doing me, man.
What do you think's like? Since you mentioned self-reflection, what's something that really stood out to you, or what's the biggest thing that you realized when you're taking this time for like self-reflection?
Yeah, the common thread that I noticed, like with posts and social media and all that, they always mention about healing, self-healing, right? And for me personally, I have some things I'm going on, like everyone else does too, but in that case, more so, like a lot of childhood healing that needs to be done. Just growing up as the only child, growing up with a small family, just knowing that there are things that need to be considered, whereas we're in a new relationship or relationship with family and friends. So yeah, like just understanding my flaws, my qualities, who I am, my gifts, my strengths, my weaknesses, right? So really putting a perspective into that, and just understanding who I am truly, knowing that I've been spending a lot of time alone and understanding who I am. So that's a lot of self-reflection that I'm going through.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that's really good. What you're doing now, do you think like everything that you're doing right now in line with that, like self-reflection and your own type of path, your own journey in healing, do you think all the little things that you're doing today, is it contributing to you right now? Is it helping you reach your bigger goals in life right now?
I feel like there's always something that's needed to be improved on. There's always things that that could be better or set a better path, right? Right now, like, the grass is always greener than the other side. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, I'm making the most of my situation right now. So, understanding patience. We could always say like, oh, it could be better timing. I could have better finances, or, maybe it's not the right environment for me, or it could be like I'm just not in the right mindset, right? There's so many factors. So I'm just using what I have, what I can right now, and being positive about it. You know what I mean? So there's always something that I could always improve on, always like be better fit for the next situation or in a situation that I'm in. But like making the most out of it. That's what I'm really focusing on.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Even for me, like I think, like you mentioned, we really do all have our own like journeys, right? We have our own self-reflection, and in everyone's life it's different, so you can never compare everybody. I think one big thing that I've realized in life, because all those considerations that you brought up, they're valid. Like there's a lot of things in life that we have to consider and put energy and time towards, like our families, our jobs, relationships, whatever you may have going on. And I think one thing that I realize is also important when it comes to this journey of our own is just like taking things slow, like slowing down and just not rushing into all your decisions, not rushing into handling things in life. I think I saw a video recently. It was just like comparing it to like their life. Like life shouldn't be lived like this. You should do it like this. It was just like a quick joke. Like there was this person, they recorded themselves like say going through like their life, like getting ready for work. They're like rushing, scrambling, and then like getting yourself ready, look right, or like doing the assignments, like checking the time. Then really like sometimes to be able to handle the many things that we have in life, you actually have to take a step back, and you have to look at it all. Take the time to look at yourself, reflect on what's going on, what you got going on, and just assess, you know.
Yeah.
I realized I applied that to myself, and I realized how fast I was moving and how stressed I was because of the speed of how I tried to complete things and the speed of just wanting to get things done. So I think that I would love to be able to tell that to everybody, like going through similar like situations. Just like take your time and don't rush into things. Like control your tempo and how you do it, because especially if you do things slower, you're able to complete it more efficiently. You know, you're able to do the things and handle all your situations at giving your best effort compared to trying to get it done faster. You know what I mean?
Nice. Like, if you don't mind me asking, like, how were you able to transition from that? You know, what are some methods or some tactics that you used to, you know, transition yourself from being so high paced to someone who's more patient and taking their time and all that?
I think the way that I handled it, I actually like just tried to, for a moment or even like a day or a few days, it's like kind of forget about everything that I'm trying to do, and like not exactly drop it, but what I did was I took a step back from everything, like all the main responsibilities that I had and the things that I needed to do. I tried to look at it all as a whole first, because sometimes when I was so hyper focused on one thing, I'm always just completing the other thing, but in the back of my mind there was the other task, the next one coming up. So instead of trying to just like attack everything all at the same time, took a step back and I actually listed down everything, even as simple as I made a list on my phone. I just wrote in my notes like all the must-dos, the to-do list, you know, things that are higher priority versus lower priority. And then when I saw it visually, it was like, okay, this is actually pretty doable, because the fact that I took my time this time, you know, I took the time to write it down, I got to see it.
Nice.
And then from there, depending on the priority, I attacked it all one by one. And I think not only was I able to put like my best effort towards each thing that I wrote down, I was able to go through them properly without forgetting the other. So I think that's like the path that I took, because it definitely was getting too much. And I think when you're living too fast, eventually you're gonna get burnt out, you know. And then you're just gonna forget things, and then that's additional stress if you forget like the high priority things to do. You know, we all have a busy life, and everyone has different things that they're going through, but you got to do something about it to get it done, you know.
That's really good.
Yeah. And how about you, like other than the little things, is there something that you're trying to reach right now? Like what's the bigger goals right now that you got going on, or things that you're trying to achieve that require, you know, more time or more effort, or it requires all the little things under it?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. That's a loaded one, man. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really about self-discovery, man. Like I'm pretty sure you can testify. Like, we've been through so many phases. Like, you and I, we've been through like so many stages of our lives. You know, I mean, we're childhood best friends, bro. You know what I mean? So there's so many phases that we have yet to see from each other, right? So for me, man, I'm just wanting to experience as much as I can, you know? So like one of my bigger goals, you know, it's very broad, you can say, but, you know, I want to live each day that knowing that I did the best that I can on that day. So that could be anything, you know, if it's, you know, being more punctual in my work, you know, being the best that I can to achieve that, or seizing the day. You know, like I love this movie, man. It's called Dead Poet Society.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I might pronounce this wrong. The phrase is called carpe diem, meaning seize the day. So making
Nice.
every moment of each day of your life, you know, whatever decision that you make, opportunities, or anything that gives you a chance to prove yourself, you know, take it.
Take
You know,
it.
do your best. So whatever life takes me, man, like, if, for example, you reach a point in your career that you're introduced to, you know, sales, customer service, hospitality, or anything in healthcare, anything, you know, do your best. And that's something that I want to achieve, you know. Excuse my language. I don't want to half-ass it, you know. Whatever that I want to achieve, whatever that I'm given the opportunity to do, given the chance to do, like, I want to do the best that I can, that myself, that I did this. Like, this is the best that I can. This is me,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So, you know, anything that is thrown at me, anything that life gives me, you know, I'll take it, you know. I don't know, I'm such a brain rot, bro. Like, what's it called? There's this meme. It's not a meme, but I don't know. Is this one movie? It's this lizard in a desert, and he's talking to some cowboy.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it's the desert is parched, like it's super dry.
Yeah.
And this lizard is talking to like some cowboy. I don't know, you can like search it up or something, but this is one quote. This movie, I gotta watch this movie, man, but there's this one quote. He says like, no man can run from their story. You know what I mean? So whatever path that you're on, whatever God has given you, the gifts, the blessings that you have, whoever made you, like, embrace it, you know? So, like, yeah, man, like, I never expected myself to be dancing this long. I never expected me to be issuing citations in a parking lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
right.
like, whatever path that I have, I gotta embrace it, you know? There's a reason I'm in it.
Yeah.
Whatever decision that I make, you know, and I have to live with it. I have to take accountability. So to answer your question, you know, my biggest goal, super broad, but, you know, whatever life throws at me, you know, I'm gonna face forward, you know. I'm gonna take every opportunity. I'm gonna demolish it, you know. Try to aim high as much as I can, so I can sleep at night, or I can look back and reflect and say, like, I did the best I can. You know what I mean? I, you know, took every opportunity, every effort in that possibility. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, embracing my gifts, embracing my blessings, my qualities, who I am, and reaching the full potential is something that I look forward to. So, yeah.
Dude, that's good. I love it, man. Actually, the movie, is it Rango?
I think maybe it is Rango.
Yeah, because I remember Lizard. And then,
Yeah, I gotta watch that movie.
Really
man.
fire
It's-
movie. I still remember it.
I always see edits, man. I'm brain rot, but you know what I mean? Like,
but the message is still the same regardless.
no man can walk from his own story.
That's
man.
good.
It's
That's a good quote.
crazy, bro. Yeah.
I really like that because that also reminds me of Matthew McConaughey, his quote. And I remember I used to hear this a lot, especially when I always listen to like different podcasts or people referencing these kind of topics. He also mentioned, don't half-ass it when you get something. And if you
I
really...
think we've seen the same one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
The quote itself from himself. I think
Was it when his dad... Sorry, I cut you off. Was it when his dad... When he told his dad that he's becoming an actor?
I think so.
Yeah.
But he was referring to a story.
Mhm.
And like everything that you take from that message is true, because like, let's just say, I think he also referenced like going to the water. Like, if you're gonna go into the water and you're gonna swim, like really swim, don't dip your feet, don't tip your toes, don't tip your hand. You should have thought about that before, because if you're gonna decide to swim, you should go for it. You should swim. So same goes with the tasks that get given to you in life, you know, the obstacles that you have to overcome. If you really think about it, with this type of mindset, opportunities in life, they're pretty much blessings in disguise. You know what I mean? Because no matter which way it goes, I believe you'll still learn something regardless. That's why I also am a big advocate, and I also believe in what you said, where you should put your best effort in the things that you're given, because opportunities, they don't just come for free. They come and go, right? Yeah. And whenever there is one, you should grab it, right? Grab the opportunity, and when you get that opportunity, like, put your best effort, give that 100%, because at the end of the road, or at the end of that opportunity, you'll either get the result that you wanted, you'll either like get to that goal and that thing that you always wanted from the opportunity, or even if it doesn't go your way, but if you tried your best, you just found another thing that might not be for you, right? 100%. So even no matter what path you go, whether it's like a pass or doesn't go well, the thing is you learned. Yeah. Right? You found out That's awesome, yourself, man. Right?
You know, that reminded me, before I continued to...
That was it, yeah.
I saw this one, this reel. It's this girl talking about experiences. And she said, I forgot what she said exactly, but similar to what you said about taking every experience as it is, as a win, you know? Like, you never truly lost, you know? If you change your perspective and, you know, kind of tune it to a point that this is an experience that I did, you know, you never truly lost, you know? And you are figuring out, you are building that archetype of yourself, of who you're becoming, you know? Mm-hmm. You try one thing, doesn't work out. Mm-hmm. Now you know. You try one thing, doesn't work out. However, it introduced you to another thing. Right. And you explored something, it segued to something that you're becoming, you know? So, you know, making every opportunity, you know, making the most out of it. And, you know, changing your perspective in a sense that, yeah, this is me, you know? I'm slowly figuring out who I am. I'm slowly building my own archetype. You know, no one else could ever be you. You know? So, yeah, like, I love what you said about, you know, taking every opportunity, you know, using that experience as a win, you know. Yeah, going off from what you said from there.
And honestly, I'll even continue again, like, on even as Kobe said, right, the great Kobe, like, failure honestly is in your mind. Like, if you have that type of resilient mindset, failure isn't even real. If you think about it, like, it's either, I heard another thing, it's either you win or you learn. And that's a really great mindset to have, because, yeah, just going back to off of what you said, it's either you found something that works for you, or if it didn't work for you, you know, you found out and you learned more about yourself, and it possibly even branched off to another thing that you might like, or to later that has become you. You know what I mean? It really is about discovering yourself, but the only way you can discover yourself is by going through things. Yeah. There's no way that you can get certain things without doing anything. You know what I mean? Even gym, the way to grow muscles, right? It is literally destroying your muscles and improving it, increasing weight. Like, just imagine, think about that. Like, you have to, you know, push your muscles for it to grow. You have to push it past its point to be able to get stronger. Yeah. Before you can run, you know, you have to walk. Before walking, you have to crawl, something like that. Either or, there's always every big goal, every little thing, it starts from somewhere. So that's why don't ever think something is like above you, or don't ever think that something is like, oh, there's no way, I can't do that, or that's not me. The thing is, chase it, chase the opportunities, give it a go, and when you do get the chance to give something a go, put your best effort. And I don't think you can ever go wrong if you put your 100% to it. I don't think.
Well said, man.
Right? It's either you win or you learn. Yeah. And I really strongly believe in that.
That's fire. I put that in a reel, bro.
That's gonna be clip that.
Yeah, clip that.
I had another thought of when you were speaking earlier. It's like even just like the way of life, how when it comes to friends, you mentioned we're childhood buddies, right? We're childhood best friends. We grew up together from a young age, even till now we're still seeing each other. You took this opportunity to even like speak with me here, to hang out. But what do you think about that when it comes to life? Just, giving people life naturally, possibly separating people, possibly not giving each other the time to, hang out as much as they used to. You see all our friends are taking different paths, the different careers. Some are getting married soon.
And him next.
No, I need a bit of time. Still learning. But how does that make you feel? And do you think do you have a fault in it? Do you think there's reason, or it's just life? Just thoughts about that in general, just where life takes everyone, especially your close circle.
Yeah, I mean, we're constantly changing, man. There are a lot of factors that play into it, experiences, just life. We're barely scratching the surface of other people's stories. We don't know what happens, in closed doors, right? So, it's really about embracing, letting the person grow, accepting who they are. And some people end up being together. Some people stay in that circle for years to come, and some people depart. And that's okay. It's life, man, People are different. People are constantly changing. People are evolving, Could you imagine that, in our childhood, most of us wanted to dance, but who's the only dancer?
Who's actually dancing?
It's just me, So it's not made for everyone, right? Some people flourish in it, some people don't. Some people use it as a passion, some people don't. You could go back to, it doesn't even have to be dancing, it could be anything. For example, your favorite sport, basketball, Some people find passion in that, dear basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
People are constantly changing, So it's really about, embracing who they are. You don't watch a plant grow. You know what I mean? Even though this one's dying. But
pretty
you know
big.
what I mean? It's symbolic in a sense, right? But it's perspective, It's all cycles.
Yeah.
And some relationships are not made to be, and it doesn't have to mean it's a bad way. You know what I mean?
There we go.
It's really about man, I'm still learning, bro. I'm just saying some jibber jabber, right?
No,
but
no,
what I'm
makes
trying to
sense.
say is people are different, and sometimes just because you fit doesn't mean you belong there, right?
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's just really understanding your circle, understanding who you are, your morality, your values, and you surround yourself with good people who would support that. Surrounding yourself with people who support you and who loves you, I feel like it's super essential. So especially in cultivating a healthy relationship, not only with yourself but with the people around you. It's building that foundation of respect. So it's really understanding, who you are, what you bring to the table, and just be you, man. Be you.
At BU.
Nah.
We'll tag him. We'll tag that account.
I'm dead.
The reason why I brought it up, it's because it was just a thought of mine, because I've had people, or I know of people, that when it comes to their circle, even just friends, not even relationship with a partner, when people grow apart, when people change things that they like, or discover new people or hobbies, I've seen the reaction of some. They take offense to it. There's some people that can't accept the fact that they're changing, and that there's people that just take a different path, and sometimes the result is you're no longer close. You don't hang out as much as you used to. You don't get to talk. And it's beautiful what you said, because it really does take a level of understanding, and to just understand that that is the way of life, and that people are all different. You can't expect someone to grow the way you want them to, because that's not your life, right? You have your own to take care of, while the other person, same thing. And just like something to be able to tell the people that have that mindset is, yeah, just, you know, give them space and continue to not make that a worry of yours, because it was never in your control in the first place. If someone so happens to leave your life, you know, there's a reason for it. And it might not even be a bad reason, right? It might not be. It might literally just be because of change of hobbies, or change of things, interests in life, change of career. And life is taking them somewhere else.
Milestones, man.
Exactly.
They get married, or
right?
unexpectedly they have a kid. Or just like they move, like you.
And then you got hurt.
Yeah, I got hurt.
Your first
That was my
heartbreak.
first heartbreak, man.
Before even a girl.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? You know what I mean? Of course, that time we were much younger. And I understand it still, you know? I understand
your fault, bro.
Yeah, like I understand it, because we were just kids, man, and we did everything together, gaming, hanging out all the time.
You don't understand.
Oh man, I'm sorry. You heard it here first. But it's just really nice to be able to, if I get the chance to tell people, like I'd hope to be able to relay that message to. It's like, nice. Don't take it to heart, because it's not even your fault, right? And let it be, because if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If someone is meant to be in your life, they really will be placed. Exactly. See? So even if you were hurt, even if that was your first heartbreak, I'm back here, and then somehow, you know what it is?
Yeah.
And then now, well, you know, I think, see, this is just part of another self-discovery, right? It's another realization you need to have. It's the hard convo you need to have with yourself in your own mind. Because I just do see that around people being able to not take it lightly. Yeah, man, it's part of growth, and it happens. Life takes its course.
Let me ask you a question before we end it off.
Let's go.
Okay. You know, knowing where you are right now in terms of what you're trying to build, your podcast, okay, versus someone who's trying to jumpstart it. You know, that could be months ago, weeks ago, I don't know. Only you know.
Okay.
What would you say to that person now?
So someone like in the really beginning stages of what I'm trying to do.
Yourself.
Oh, telling me, my old self, my past self.
Yeah. One sentence. Keep it simple, man.
Okay. One sentence?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say just do it, Nike, but no.
No.
No. Like, okay,
you.
original. Like,
Original
if
you.
I was really trying to talk to me. Oh man, because it really falls under those lines. I would tell myself, my previous self starting. Don't be afraid, and just start the podcast. Don't be afraid. Like all that things you're thinking. Okay, maybe one more sentence.
One more time.
But don't be afraid and just start it. That's
definitely.
And then I show slideshow of my younger self, 5 years old, 6 years old. No, but yeah, I think that's the main thing that I struggle with, bro. My past self, I was just afraid of so much of the jibber jabber that you like, all the little things that didn't actually matter, or I shouldn't even be considering it yet, because I'm still building a name. You know what I mean? So that goes for life. That's not even just this podcast alone. Right? For anybody that's afraid to start, you just have to do it, because you still need to build a foundation. You still need to build a start for it. Because who are you? You know what I mean? Who are we to like doubt ourselves when you didn't even give it a go? That's what I meant. When you start something, give it your all, and you can never go wrong.
You know, I had this conversation with you and EJ when I first jump-started Eshadori.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many expectations that I created in my mind of other people's expectations, the type of quality I want. And I remember telling myself, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'll just figure it out.
You'll figure it out. Exactly.
And then, yeah. So it's that trying to build that, get over that hurdle. And like you said, don't be afraid. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
It is a hurdle. My goodness, like just that type of mindset. It's easy to make excuses, but in reality, it's just excuses, in your mind. So, but once you overcome it, I feel like it's like freedom.
you're free.
You feel free.
Yeah.
It's just overcoming that.
Nice.
And but yeah, no, that was a good question. It just gave me a reminder of even just who I was, like even half a year ago, or even 1 year ago. Or remember when I first wanted to do this? I know you were there when I first wanted to do this, and it took me forever, but it like you just have to forget about that. And here we are,
bro.
right? There's a recording, but bro, thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man, for this. It was good. It was good. Next time again.
Yes, of course, bro.